All right, yo. Nerd Z, is you ready?
I am ready.
Delpesh, is you ready?
I'm clapping ready, man. Ready out here, man.
All right. Okay. In a world where slamming you out. Oh. This is the vet. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got Nerd Z here. Sipping, sponsored by Summersby.
Whoa, don't say that. I'm gonna bleep that.
I'm joking.
What the?
All right, my bad. Delpesh is in the building.
Delnijiro in the building. Yes.
Yo, okay. I don't even know how to start this pod, to be honest with you. But we're just going to start it. It's been a while. I think, eating all like the Thanksgiving food is kind of like taking a toll on me. I'm fasting today. I never ate anything today because I felt like I needed a purge.
What'd you have yesterday?
I was dining with the swine, turkey, curry goat, roti.
Damn. Ooh, okay.
Like...
Living.
That's like living.
Like, yeah, the pasta. Oh, yo, you know what I heard the other day? And I don't want you guys to agree. I just want you guys to understand that we go through this.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamaicans. I heard it on the podcast. I think it was Ice that said it. That Jamaicans be messing up the mac and cheese. Now, that was not for you to laugh, Nerdsy. That was not for you to laugh. I'm just gonna say, we do agree. I agree.
No. Talking on behalf of all Jamaicans?
I'm not talking on behalf of no Jamaican because I don't want to tell me where I need to suck. That's okay. That's what I don't need to know. But I'm gonna say this.
I don't know if I should. Okay.
You guys can co-sign or not, but yeah, what I was told and what I heard, but sometimes it's macaroni pie. That's the thing. Tough.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Tough.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like macaroni pie.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. No,
Macaroni pie.
Like,
Macaroni pie is weird to me.
why would that be weird?
I think you have not gotten the right macaroni pie, if that's the case.
You know, it's funny. Years ago, I said I never liked coconut water. And now I'm chugging it down like regular. But it's the coconut water without the pulp.
Yeah.
That's the one I like. I don't like the pulp jelly. I don't want nothing I swim up in my water.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
I'm not a fan of that either. The jelly.
Yeah,
And
not with the jelly. But I'm gonna say, but like macaroni pie is kind of weak.
Nah, star.
You taste the cheese in macaroni pie?
Yes.
Yes, you do. What do you mean if you taste
That's
the
what I'm
cheese?
saying.
You're on the top of the macaroni pie, man.
You're getting the whole thing, especially if they're doing it right. You get the whole
I feel
experience.
like, sometimes I look at macaroni pie, sometimes it doesn't even look like it's stirred, yo.
I don't know who's serving you this macaroni pie, but I feel for you.
No, I'm not saying all macaroni. Like, I like macaroni salad. That means it's like wet. I like it wet.
Bless you.
You know what I mean? That's just me.
Nah, star. What do you mean? What do you? So okay, like you like it gooey?
Yeah. Macaroni pie ain't gooey.
No, but okay.
Yeah, it is. Depends on how you
It depends. No, it depends who makes it. Like
Okay.
some people have like the bake up thing,
Yeah.
and some people have like the crust. You have the nice crust layer. You cut it up open, and then the cheese. It's gooey and crunch.
I guess. That's like rum cake, yo.
Yeah.
Everybody makes rum cake different.
Yes.
Like everybody. Some people have a heavy liquor hand. Some people have a light liquor hand. I still don't understand the contents of it. What's in rum cake? I don't even know what's in it. I just know.
It's like a regular cake.
It's just
But like, I don't know what though. Like I don't know what though.
It's just denser than your average cake, and then you have the liquor in it.
Like does rum cake have flour?
Yeah.
Oh. Yo, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I know when it's ready. I don't know.
No, I know when it's ready.
I know when it's ready. Yeah, I know when to grab a slice, but I did not know it had flour.
Does it have flour?
I'm very
I thought it
concerned.
had flour,
So
yo.
you definitely are the type who does not read the labels of what you eat.
Well, what rum cake has labels?
That's not how that works. I mean,
You know what I mean?
no. It's
I'm just saying.
not any bakes you eat. It's flour. That's the essence of it.
Okay.
It's like water.
Okay.
water and flour and thing, and
No, but I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of that anyway. So and then, so apparently what I've been hearing is Justin Trudeau and his minions
Jeez, okay.
are trying to come off the podcast now. If you make a certain amount of podcasts, so we're not obviously not a part of that group, but we plan to be. But yo, I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like, yo, mans are gonna get silent soon. You know how much Justin Trudeau slander we had so far on this podcast?
I mean,
We're gonna
I don't think we had slander.
Oh, I was cooking him. My whole fellow Canadian thing. Fellow Canadians.
I mean, that just seems like over dramatization.
dramatization.
There we go, dramatizing
Dramatization.
of him. But it seems pretty accurate.
I guess.
He did say fellow Canadians.
I don't know, man. I guess.
He did do that with a lot of camaraderie and hand gestures.
How many years we have of him left? We still have like 3 more years?
Is that so?
It's until 2025. It's a long time.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's a lot.
And he's already mushing up a whole heap of sitting now, yo. So, well, speaking of other Canadians, Drake's album For the Dogs came out. It came out at 6 a.m. It was supposed to come out at 12. But it came out 6 a.m. 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 9 to go listen to the album, right?
Right. How much tracks is it?
It is, I don't remember. I should have done that research. But I listened to that. You want me to count right now?
No, like looking like I'm.
It looked like a 50. Looked like 12. I'll say it for all the dogs.
Yeah, like a 12, 15.
I'm gonna tell you this. When I listen to the second track, because I don't know any of these. I don't know some of the artists. I don't know who Tizo Touchdown was. Like, I like listening to the album not knowing who they are first.
23 songs.
23.
There's 23 songs.
So me personally, I don't know who TZ Touchdown is. And for some reason, I like listening to albums not knowing the features first.
For those that are listening, try enhancing.
You're listening.
Most albums, they do that.
Yeah.
Like, I like when they do that. When they don't, like, I think J. Cole's album, when he dropped the off season, you didn't know the artist until the next day or 2 days after or whatever.
Right.
So
I did that with Kanye West's Pablo. I just said, okay, let me just listen to it. And then that's how I got it confused when I'm like, I thought Future was doing the hooks. I'm like, this is fire. But it was Designer. It was Designer that was doing it. So I'm like, who's Designer? And then he came in later on the album. I'm like, yo, Future's going off on this album. But it was Designer.
That's funny.
So I was like,
that is funny.
Shoot.
That's funny. So when I heard TZ Touchdown, was it Tizo Touchdown? I thought that was Bryson Tiller.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You played him a little first.
I was listening. I'm like, is this Bryson? I was like, nope, that's Tizo Touchdown. I'm like, okay, cool. Calling for You. I like the song. Let me ask you a question. Okay. Ladies, I'll say ladies or gentlemen, is there a problem with eating jerk chicken and oxtail every day?
Is there a problem?
Is it a problem? Is it a problem
every
to have
day,
jerk chicken and oxtail every day?
Every day is kind of wild still.
Jerk chicken
every day.
Every day. Is that the only thing you're eating?
Yeah.
Do you have sides?
Because for me,
do you have vegetables? Is it a balanced meal?
I'm just asking the question solely because there's a skit in the song.
Oh, okay.
Where the girls complain like, we can't just have oxtail and jerk chicken every day.
Yeah, because it's expensive.
It's good. Like my goal in my life, I want to be able to have oxtail on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Like, because that's usually around the time where most people don't have money left. And they're waiting till Thursday.
Rolling. How dare you?
I'm speaking for myself. Okay. I'm speaking based off experiences of somebody, that Wednesday, if you didn't have good money management them times, that Wednesday I was hurting. I could say that. I was really hurting.
Because you didn't get the oxtail. You couldn't get the oxtail Wednesday.
No, it's not even I couldn't get the oxtail Wednesday. Because after all the bills you have to pay for and all that stuff. And then after that, Wednesday you're like, ooh, So my bar of me getting to the next level is having oxtail on a Wednesday. That's that's how I'll call it. But yeah, that song was my favorite song was First Person Shooter with J. Cole.
Okay.
That was he has a Spanish song where he's, he had Bad Bunny on there.
Okay.
He had, Sexy Red and all that, many people.
Yeah.
The album altogether, how do I feel about it?
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a solid 7. A 7.
7 out of 10.
You know why? Because
That's not too.
you know what's the problem? I feel like I have to not have expectations too tough. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on. Is that
Heard.
in general? Or
Just
specifically for this artist?
I think just in general.
Just in general.
I don't
okay.
think music has been that great. But I guess maybe because I just be listening to singles a lot more often. I've been listening to way more singles than,
The full albums.
full albums. I'll just take what I want from the album and then just listen to it on my own. The only body of work I'll say this year that had like the greatest album was Killer Mike's Michael album. But other than that, I don't know. I say it's 7. I'll give it a 7. That's the only thing I could call it out is give it a 7.
7 out of 10 for the album.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Joe Budden got cooked.
You think that Joe Budden got cooked
I think he got cooked.
after that comment? For real?
I think he did.
Why? Okay.
Because
why?
Joe Budden was going off a little bit.
How?
You could say, oh yeah, you need to stop listening. Like you need to start making songs for older people. Stop dealing with the younger people. He was saying, stop getting it in with 25-year-olds.
That part, okay.
That was not called for.
Yeah, that was a
He didn't
little.
have to say that.
But is he or is he not? Is he or is he
That's
not?
none of our business. That is none of our business.
But that influences the way he's making his music, though, and who he's around.
But we don't know that. We don't know that he's getting it with 25-year-olds.
And
We don't know that stuff. That's not
maybe
not for even to be said. You could
Maybe
say
getting it doesn't mean hook up, but getting it as in the sense of like surrounding.
this is how I see it. You know who's been from generation to generation to generation to generation and still had his name? Snoop Dogg. And he had to get with the younger folk. He had to get with, different dynamics, demographics. The man has a full-out gospel album.
Yeah.
He has branched his horizons and reached whatever you want to reach based off every genre, product, or whatever. The man had a reggae album,
Yes.
for God's sakes.
Yes.
Which is actually really good.
Not.
Like no, like some of the tracks are actually like
I'm not gonna say all that.
I
I'm
don't
just saying that he
dispute
did it.
Snoop Dogg would be amazing, but
like
Red Light was Red Light on. Red Light was on it.
red. Yeah.
Okay.
There you are.
All he needs is a rock album.
who?
No,
Snoop Dogg.
He might as well just do a
He
rock.
could do it. I believe it.
Wayne did a rock album. Remember Wayne's rock album?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I don't know. I don't know if that should be attempted again.
That was
It's
a
good he did it, but like I don't know if that should be remixed
yo.
again.
That was a time.
This is during his
Let's be honest, yo.
skaters.
The skater phase, yeah.
Let's be honest, y'all. We all had like a rock star phase.
We did. We definitely did.
Growing up, yeah. That's,
And not.
Much music was having the rock songs
What?
jumping. The rock songs were jumping back then.
Evanescence?
So wake me up inside. Wake me up, save me. Yo, bro. That's always funny.
Trust me.
But you just couldn't be like that in your house.
like no. In a black house.
You can't be singing them songs in a black house.
No, man, that can't go on.
Somebody, was it Animal have 3 days grace? What is it? The animal I have become, better believe this not the real me. You think you sing that in your people them houses?
Wow. Okay. I forgot how the sound.
Billy Talent?
Yeah.
I'm sick, I'm twisted, I'm broken, you can't fix it. Into the river below. Yo, no way.
Yeah.
You're getting kicked out of your house.
Lincoln Park.
you're gonna run out of your house.
What's her name again? Papa Roach?
That's so sad.
Papa Roach, Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm?
They-
Oh, they did the Michael Jackson.
Yo. Did you see that video when Alien Ant Farm went to the BT Awards?
They went?
There's a video of them. There's
Wait.
BT Hip Hop Awards, and
Really?
and they're getting ready, and you know the red carpet, and there's a bridge. They went on the bridge, set up their speakers and all that stuff, singing their songs. Tarp, Alien Ant Farm. They're all looking up like all the black folks like, what is going on? I think Busta Rhymes the only one like, yeah. But like, that is mud.
Really? I didn't.
Even like there's a
that,
bunch of rock songs like
What's Sum 41?
some for I'm in too deep in the people was jumping in the pools and thing. And then Panic at the Disco.
Yo, they were the
Fall Out
best.
Boy was hard though.
Fall Out Boy is.
Fall Out
yeah.
Dance.
Hold on. Have you? Do you know Alexis on Fire?
I don't know the songs.
You
I
see
know the
that?
name, don't know the songs. There was Damn, there was Panic at the Disco. We had a rock. Much Music. Shout out to Much Music for that.
Trust
Oh,
me.
news about Much Music for those watching. They're now going to digitize their physical archives now.
Oh.
What do you mean?
So like whatever room they have in that building,
Yeah.
we have all the tapes of like Electric Circus, like all that, like Electric Circus, all the interviews they did, the performances. They're gonna digitize it, and then
That needs to be a historic
from
space.
there, I don't know if they're gonna make their own YouTube channel
They have
or
a.
they're gonna make you pay for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in the process right now.
I know they definitely have a.
You know what's
Instagram.
crazy? Back in the Speaker's Corner. You think Speaker's Corner will survive now?
Yes.
Yes, and see,
Yes.
this is the thing, because you can.
There's a lot of things you can't say though.
That's one, and two,
Yeah.
like, because you can just pick up your phone, go on Wi-Fi, and just rant. Mm-hmm. But it
That would
doesn't
be
have
the
the same
new-
feel.
But I think no. But the thing,
Being in the booth is
but here's the
different.
thing. I think people will go to the booth for the nostalgic feel though.
Yeah, yo.
No,
People
they
would.
will.
If you know what
Yo,
Speaker's Corner is, people will go in
honestly,
there.
Just the fact that people will go and play their guitar.
No,
in
but
Speaker's Corner. You listen. That was enough. That was enough.
and just
Bing, bing, think, bing, think. Yep.
And people be outside singing the song with them. What?
yo, see, I'm saying
You can't beat that.
you can't really It's not the same. Now that I think of it, with the phone, it's not the same.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna be going to. I would go to Speaker's Corner. I would go, but like I don't think
You're not gonna jump in the booth.
I'll jump in the booth.
My thing is,
Spit
what
some
is
hot
that
fire
line
in the
gonna
booth.
look like?
The thing about it
line
has
would
to
be
be
crazy.
like sporadic. Like I don't know if it was always at the same place. I don't remember. I just remember people just going in the booth, and then there's like a question or something in the booth sometimes, and then someone will say whatever they're saying and call it a day. That's all I would remember. And then there's what's it called? There's Speaker's Corner. There's a lot of shows that I think could never happen again.
Just because like it's a different.
There's just one
Different
time.
Speaker's
different
Corner.
thing.
Remember Maury back in the day when they used to do it, like, is it a man or a woman?
Yeah, that yo. If they rerun it, they probably will cut those out. Like I was watching
That's so funny.
some movies recently, and like you can tell they cut scenes out now.
The Simpsons episode they kind of banned. The Simpsons episode with the Twin Towers.
That one they kind of they're funny about that.
Yeah, they don't really play it, or they do a via discretion
Yeah,
before they play it.
The
I
disclaimer.
think it's called Homer Simpson versus New York or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah,
I kind
but
of.
I was like in the
Before.
90s earlier.
It's because everybody got sensitive training.
Sensitivity training.
sensitivity training. Yeah, I mean,
But that's the thing.
yes, but
Like I'm thinking to myself, yeah, sensitivity training is good, but like I think I want certain things to just be the same. Like Rush Hour.
like Rush Hour type of. What, Rush Hour type of comedy or?
Rush Hour the movie.
Yeah,
I think that has to be the same. No. Then it's not gonna be good.
Isn't it? No, I swear there's a 4 in they're making no.
Four in progress.
there's
But
4 in
like
progress, yeah.
the fourth one can't worry about cancel culture.
Okay, so here's the question. Here's a real question. Why was that humor so good?
It was racist humor, but it was funny humor.
Was it really racist though?
In this world today, yes. Back then, it was just two different cultures colliding and comedic moments towards it. Like when Chris Tucker goes to the food spot, and then this guy's like gives him his food. He's like, "What, you giving me a bucket of grease? You don't have no chicken wings, onion rings, or whatever." And the man said, "Chinese food, no soul food here."
Yo.
That is like perfect comedy.
Yeah.
He's like, "I ain't no pump." He's like, "I ain't no pump." Like, he knows, but it's funny.
Right.
Even though Jackie Chan said the N-word too, it was funny.
What? Yo.
It was. Like,
Wow,
we can't pretend like it wasn't funny. It was funny.
That was in the first Rush Hour. What's up, my? Ah.
Yeah. It's like,
it's
what
how
did you
you
say? And the funny thing is, like, you could see why he did it, because he saw Chris Tucker do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he doesn't know, you know what I mean? Now it could be like, how do you not let, But now you can't do that now. You do that same, oh my gosh, it's so offensive. Cancel him, I'm trembling.
Oh, wow. Not trembling.
I'm shaking.
Is it because art is now reality? That's why.
I don't know, man.
And people, there's blurred lines, so they can't really navigate whether it is a joke or not.
I don't know.
Or humor, satirical humor.
I don't know. I just feel like if they're gonna do Rush Hour, they gotta do it properly.
But that's how I feel about Amanda Bynes.
What happened to Amanda Bynes? I didn't even know what the hell happened to
I didn't
Amanda
even know
Bynes.
that was gonna go in a direction like that. But what do you?
What
like,
about Amanda Bynes?
Like the humor. The humor. That time, what was it? What was that show with all those kids?
All that
was in the same line of like
offense.
Rush Hour, yeah.
I don't remember.
Offensive.
I don't remember.
Humor? They were definitely the teen version of Captain Underpants.
Yo, now.
Okay, now I kind of get. Because on that show, they had Ice Cube perform "We Be Clubbin'." They had the Locks perform their song. The Locks.
On all that.
They had
Nickelodeon.
like they were more of a. They were kind of more
were
mature.
Definitely pushing,
Disney.
yeah.
You know what I remember?
Teenager, like
You know, I remember on all that they were performing. No, there was a guy. He used to be like a taxi driver, but he's like an African taxi driver.
It's the same kid.
As Hawkins, yeah.
Wow, okay.
They did
same humor.
Did a lot of subtle stuff like that. Yeah, they did.
So it's like, that is exactly how I feel.
I'm trying to remember certain things from those shows back in the day.
I think, remember Keenan's skit where he was in the tub, and I think he was just straight getting at French people. Like, he was in the, I forgot what that thing was called. Like, you'd read French and be like, oh, because there's smells. And
I swear, was it the Amanda show where there was a person...
Amanda
Bynes. And she had a skit about her mother that went in an air balloon, the helium balloon, a hot air balloon, and never came back.
That was
I'm like, that is kind of wild.
The dark humor.
And then there was a one called the Literal Family.
The Literal Family. Yeah.
So the guy was like, oh, you guys, he's like, this girl was talking to the literal family daughter was talking to just a random person in the family they got invited to, and she's like, bite me. She's like, okay. And then the guy's like, oh my gosh, you literals, you guys kill me. And like, all right. And they're picking up the knife and the man's like, oh! Like, I'm just like,
what?
That was the humor back then.
Yo.
Right.
I'll see if I can find it for you guys. That's wow.
Yo, I remember some shows back in the day that were kind of weird. Like, Toy Castle used to creep the hell out of me. Remember Toy Castle, bro?
Toy Castle.
Yeah.
Was that the ballerina one?
The ballerina and the dolls, and they all like look like that creeped me out,
that was
bro.
on Family Channel.
Treehouse or Toy Castle.
Yeah, Treehouse. Yeah, you're right.
Whatever. My brothers and my younger brothers used to watch that. I'm like, yo, this is...
It was like a silent show. They didn't talk. None of the characters talked, but the show was just action filled.
Right.
Yeah.
And they would have dance and music.
Looking like pantomimes.
Yeah, it was literally like a whole ballet thing. And it was basically like the Nutcracker, but the toy soldier. Yeah, it was the story of the toy soldier instead of the Nutcracker.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
And it's silent though. That's a little.
it's silent.
No one talks.
No, sir. Me no know that. Them shows that, and then there was a bunch of shows I used to watch back in the day as a kid. What happened?
Just in our you know.
What happened? Fix the camera, please.
Nah, stop.
Nah, stop. Me not show no face around here. We're not gonna find no one with
No
there.
face, no case.
No,
Okay.
don't kill me.
No face,
That's
no
fine. No, sir, man, no, go see nobody else.
Shout out to Trace, but no color, man. Blackness.
So,
Ew. It's just
What
a
else?
listening experience today.
so what else?
ASMR.
ASMR. What's that?
ASMR.
What you were saying about the humor, like that era of time, you feel like that was just meant to be, but certain things shouldn't change, like Rush Hour.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if you're going to say things like that, I feel like other things like Amanda Bynes, all that, those things also shouldn't
And
change.
that's fine.
But they
I
fall
would
in the
say,
same-
you know what? I would say that's fine.
Same bubble.
Yeah.
I feel like some shows, due to the time, should be protected and
Right.
understand that was the time. Even though not every show, some things are kind of outlandish. They're kind of wild as hell. Like it's like yeah, that shouldn't be going in. But like Rush Hour, come on now. Rush Hour is amazing.
And do you think it's because it was tasteful? Like the humor, the differences coming together, talking about it, you know, that's what made it funny. Because in that era of time, people were definitely getting introduced to the idea of multiculturalism.
Maybe.
I mean-
maybe.
So Chinese culture and then Black American culture.
Even though it's pretty close. It was always close. Because this is the thing. It's like, it's not like we didn't know about like Chinese culture
Yeah.
or
Like,
we didn't see certain things. Like,
yeah.
I know certain things we might not know exactly or fully. Like, I remember back in the day, my parents is that the two genres that they'll be on to watch. Either Western or the Karachi movie them.
Not Karachi.
The subtitle, the
Karachi?
the Karachi, the heart of Karachi. Them subtitles.
The karate.
So for those listening and watching, I think on Channel 4, Omni,
Depends on where you're from. Sorry,
10
guys.
o'clock, 10:30.
after 10 o'clock, they always show those movies. I used to stay up and watch them.
Yeah.
Entertaining. No, they're hyper
They're
violent.
violent, bro. Hyper
But-
violent. Or sometimes they had just some random. If it wasn't Karachi, I wasn't watching it. But
Yo, it's the
when it's Karachi, and they're ching ting ting ting,
swords and
back
sticks
then-
and poles.
and it was synchronized pretty well. Some of the fights were actually synchronized well. Like you see a man get catch like whole,
yeah.
man's are getting
great.
dealt with. I liked it
That was-
back in the day.
There's a little left, but that was missing in Matrix 4. Like there wasn't really a fight
choreography.
choreography per se.
I still have to watch John Wick. That's what I still have to watch John Wick for. I still have to
Dude,
watch John Wick.
why was it?
What's
I don't
on?
know. I just feel like that's the one where it's the reboot one.
It's the last one. It's the last one.
No, well, it's not a reboot. It's like a new.
Version of it
No, like it's
of John Wick.
It's the fourth. It's the fourth season. The fourth episode.
the fourth.
Part 4.
Right.
Yeah, I still need to watch it.
I just feel like as
You're getting tired of it?
Keanu Reeves continues to act, his humor starts to show.
I don't think that's supposed to be humorous. But you think it's humorous to watch now?
No, like he has this sense of dry humor that just peeks out a little bit in his delivery that I feel like, I don't know, maybe the directors like it because they're on set and they're like, hoo, this is funny. But like, but in camera, like in the way that it translates on screen to the storyline, it's like, this was poorly delivered. Like, I don't know, this joke was needed right now.
It's just like,
You know?
you're choking me.
Yeah, like it's one of those.
Oh, I didn't expect this to hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like the only one who handles me is my wife. Like, you know, it's like one of those.
Wow.
Like, did we need that right now?
Yeah, like the
Right now.
the wisecracking thing.
Yeah, like, he be giving me a little bit of that in
but
John Wick.
even like some.
It's just progressively gotten more.
At the same time, I feel like as we grew up, I think we've grew up in a generation where we sat, like, we didn't realize certain things were highly offensive. Like we watched technology and people's identities and all these things change, like from like 4 years old to now.
Right.
Like Sammy Sosa's white, like cake soap white.
That's
You know what I mean? Like cake soap.
like he really bleached.
Is the man I bleach? The man bleach out them skin. You know what I mean?
Like straight vampire.
People changed during those times. You know what I mean? From black to white. You know what I mean? So
Even at the same time, Michael Jackson was kind of okay. I guess when we were all born, Michael was already white.
Oh my god.
But then when they would show like the old videos, they're like, oh, that's Michael Jackson. Like, no, it's not. And it's like, no, that's
Literally, I'm thinking of this artist when you guys said that.
which artist?
She has the bob.
Sia?
Yes. Literally, the song that came to my mind
What
was You changed,
wow.
for the better. Yeah.
Some people change for the worse, yo. Some people change for the worse. But like, yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I like them times. Those times were.
But there were other things that were going on during that time. Maybe we didn't like either.
We didn't realize how offensive. Sorry, I don't think we realized how offensive. When
That time was.
I didn't know coolie was an offensive term.
Oh
Yeah.
Go shop for me. Go see Mr. Chin.
or Garcia, yeah. Not
That's offensive.
just for the record, not every Chinese person that you come
Is that
across
Mr. Chin?
has the last name Chin
No.
or Yang.
I feel like that's
Lee.
only
Or Lee, yes.
specifically to one island.
Oh, stop this! Why do you guys say this? Like we're the most ignorant.
I didn't say that. But okay.
You always be doing this. You always be doing this. You always be doing this. I don't know why you be doing this. I don't know why you be doing this. Like one culture, one island is the only island that this stuff happens with. That's not true. It's not true. Cut it out. Cut it out, man.
Although I don't hear coolie as much anymore. I haven't heard that like in 10 years, 15 years.
That
I guess like the education, like
Coolie got dead to me when I moved to Brampton. Remember when I called him, oh, so you're a coolie, man. He's like, yo, don't call me coolie. Guyanese. I'm like, but isn't
Not the same.
Like I didn't know, so I kind of just said, oh, okay, and I didn't know it was offensive, so I kind of just, all right, yo, my bad, dog. Like I didn't know you guys take it that serious. I didn't know.
But I mean, that's because there's a lack of understanding in the history of those islands too, right? Like everyone who feels offense to any of these words or terminology, there is history behind it. Look at black people paving the way.
wow, that's wow. Yeah, wow.
I lost my whole point. You guys, I lost my whole point.
I was drinking water. I had to like stop drinking water immediately.
What was my next topic?
See, that's humor of that time.
I don't know.
I don't know if that was humorous.
You kind of threw me all the way off.
I can't say that's humorous. I mean,
Jesus.
it's a little extreme humor.
Yo,
You know,
what?
hold on. Quick sidebar about that. There's some people that join comedy just to be like, I could just tell racist jokes
All day long.
all day long. But you're not laughing. Ugh, come on. I had a couple laughs.
I laughed. It was funny to me.
Okay, so,
Yeah, right? Like,
but that's the thing. Is humor always supposed to be a ha-ha kind of laugh? Or is it sometimes just recognizing the situation itself is ironic and you're like, jeez, that's, whew. Yeah.
I mean, it can be both.
Eh.
Yeah, tough crowd. Oh.
You know, like, I feel like sometimes humor is that. It's either, sometimes it's either or both. Where it's like, it is funny, but it's really that chuckle where there's the exasperation at the end of it. Like, okay. Whew.
I guess.
It's like when I heard I'm not gonna say the whole joke, but it's when I heard the beef patty joke and someone goes, ha ha. It's just like, oh, that's okay.
What beef patty joke?
I mean, if you really want me to say it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's okay, but
All right,
yeah.
Never mind.
But imagine someone telling that and then they just go, ha, right? And you're like, no, that's not right.
Sometimes some people will say some jokes
Like-
and I don't want to laugh, and I don't laugh, and then it's just like, but you feel bad if you don't laugh.
Because
like,
it isn't funny or
yeah,
because it is funny, but you're like,
it's not funny at all. But you're
Oh.
kind of just like, ha ha
Not the pity laugh.
Oh.
What is your pity laugh? What's your pity laugh? Can you do your pity laugh on the spot?
A pity laugh?
Like not like a pity laugh, but like you
fake
find it funny, but it's not funny.
I really don't.
Z says she don't pity
I really
nothing.
don't.
You don't laugh if it's not funny.
Nah. If it's not funny, it's not funny.
You haven't been in corporate yet?
Clearly not. Nope.
Okay.
Oh, you have to
Clearly not.
You have to code switch. You gotta talk
Nope.
a certain way.
No,
If it's not funny, it's not funny.
You have to go,
Yeah.
ha ha.
I do laugh when I laugh, but sometimes if it's not funny,
Maybe you know what? Maybe I do have one. It's gonna be the one where it's All right.
My thing is like, yo, that shit is crazy still. Anyways, about those reports. About those reports, I need them about at 2 o'clock.
nah, I gotta make you
That's
accept the.
funny. Not the Count Dracula.
Good one there, Bucko.
Wow, Bucko. That's
I'm joking.
Golly.
I'm joking. I'm not.
Wow, Bucko is the craziest thing ever.
Good. That was a good funny one there, bud.
Oh.
Don't like that one over there, bud.
See now, no, I can't even do all that.
No,
I couldn't. I cannot find it
I don't
in
do
my
that either.
soul
I don't do that either.
It's very,
I don't do that
to
either.
do that.
I don't do that either. It's just
very fake, as some of y'all say.
But the thing is, some people can't even read that. That's what's sad.
Oh, they can't read that.
They can't read that it's fake.
You know what? After all these years, I don't think they want to read it.
no.
I don't think they want.
I feel
Z,
nobody
some
wants to read
people
that. They
like
just
to
want to
take
be
up people's
accepted.
space, be accepted. They don't want. Z, they don't care.
But sometimes I feel bad when
man.
they don't realize it. It's like they really ain't cool with you, dog. And I'm just like, I want to tell you, but I don't know how to go about this.
But can we be upset with them, especially if they grew up in the era of humor, like what we were just talking about?
I don't know. Sometimes I even think like, let's say someone comes in, their arms is green, right? How do you tell a man or woman that their arm is green? Like without like...
Oh, green as in bad
body odor.
I was like, what are we talking about?
I don't know how to be the one to say it to somebody.
I mean, the first thing I do is I tell someone else, like, yo, is that the person you were telling me about? Yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, like, yo.
Not this shit is crazy.
like, yo, like.
See, that's so sad.
No, but certain people will happen, okay.
I feel like it's bad for me to not say anything and let that person just linger all over the place.
Because then you're smelling it and you're suffering. Like,
and it hits all the equipment and everything, and then it stays on the equipment, and I gotta use the equipment as other people will use the equipment, and then the BO is all in my sector.
But here's the problem.
Then I smell traces of it as I leave the workplace. You know what? To continue your story, I have a sidebar to make. I have a rant to make.
Were you ever taught the right way to tell somebody that I'm green?
the politically
correct way
of saying it.
Because if you say, you know what, you're kind of off today, that sounds like it's not too bad. You know what I mean? It's not too bad. It's like, oh,
I mean, that's still reasonable.
But if you say, yo, your arm green, like, yo, you smell like outside. You smell like, why? You smell you smell like, you know what I mean?
Because you don't want to say it where the person has no dignity at the end of the day, right? I think a lot of Caribbean people have learned the no dignity type of way of telling people.
How you go outside smelling like this? What up to you, man?
But it's not even that. It's like you don't smell yourself.
You don't smell. Yo, that's the worst.
You don't smell yourself.
Oh.
I'm sitting here right beside you, and I take one whiff, and I smell you, and you don't smell you.
You don't smell yourself.
Okay.
So,
See, this is what I'm saying.
This is a quick sidebar. I'm not gonna say the date of when it happened, but a scenario happened where someone came into a certain room, and they mosh up the place still.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you walk in and you smell traces of it. You're like, yo, this is crazy.
The smell lingered.
The smell lingered,
onwards
right?
after the person's left.
Yes, they told the HR person, like, yo, can you tell this person to like fix up? And the HR's like, I don't smell that. I'm like, what? And everyone kept looking at her like, what do you mean you don't smell that? Like,
my girl is trying to take no responsibility.
Like, what do you? No, this is unsafe. This is a biological terrorism. You know, like. You can't just do that to people's places like this.
Sometimes it's funny. It's funny sometimes. It's an interesting time. It's an interesting time when you find out like the other person doesn't smell like, oh, it smells fine in here. You're like,
man, can we take a moment to take in the extreme words that were used for biohazard and bioterrorism?
That is kind of wild.
That is wild. That person committed biological terrorism.
Yo, that is crazy.
That's just man.
That is crazy.
I can't.
Just woofing up. Just woofing up.
How would you feel if you got that in the mail? That you have to go home for conducting. Biohazard tours.
You right to I have the right to refuse unsafe work. Due to my sinuses, I feel like it's been attacked all day. I'm not gonna take this sinus abuse.
See?
Mess up my
And I feel like
because it gets apparently it gets to a point if you smell bad all the time, you don't smell it anymore. It just disappears.
Yes.
That is scary.
Yes.
That's crazy, man.
That is scary.
But that's how people are when they're smokers, right? They don't smell the scent of smoke on them.
Really?
Right? They don't. They don't smell cigarette on them.
Wow, that's fascinating. Actually.
So somebody who's a non-smoker, they will smell cigarette, but they don't smell cigarette.
Wow.
And that's how Febreze was made.
That's
Febreze, car,
That's
sheets,
hilarious.
dry linen, smell like crisp
odors.
crisp linen.
Not
something
people
that-
spraying it behind people.
I'll throw another one out there just for my tales of biological terrorism. Some guy wet his socks, right, because of weather, and then this guy tried to put the socks in the microwave. It's just stuff like that.
Fam,
Like,
fam,
you see what I'm saying? You see
Wait.
what people have to deal with out here? Like,
Yo, wait.
People gotta eat in there.
Yo, Brethren.
like, yeah.
Brethren.
Yes.
Brethren. Oh, yeah, though.
See, and again,
Like,
And sometimes you need that Caribbean person to be like, yo, brother.
no, but like, you can't be passive when someone does.
see, and
So,
that's
what type of foolishness you do, man? Take your damn socks off to the microwave. You idiot. My food goes in there. That's what they try to be as English. My food goes in there. They try to. That's when they're getting mad
there.
when they
Don't
try
have
to
say
code
that type of
switch.
Tone.
Listen to me, man.
Like,
Don't put your socks in the microwave.
it's the gentle speaking while still cussing.
And then it's like he wants the box, so it's like, don't put your socks in the microwave. May I tell you that? That is it. That is it.
See,
I don't have to tell you.
I feel like that kind of stuff is very hard when you are dealing with different cultures of people.
Oh my god!
Because like even perfume, somebody thinks that perfume smells great, but it doesn't smell that great. As some people have said, like, ooh, there was this girl that I came across on Instagram. She uses her juices
Oh no!
as her scent.
Dirty stinking girl. Dirty stinking girl. What you do?
It's pheromones.
Smelling like.
Girl said, LeBron James with the dust? That's wild. That is wild. That is wild.
So it's like, or you have people who believe in naturopathy or natural essences.
Oh what?
So they don't put on deodorant at all.
There's a lot of people like that, unfortunately.
Apparently, allegedly, what I heard about that is if you eat healthy, clean eating,
Like you said,
like a week, you have a week of like foulness, and then your
Yeah.
arms go clean.
Yeah, after.
I have not yet tested that or made any. I cannot speak on behalf of any of that stuff, nor do I want to. I don't want to be that person.
Okay.
If I'm in like the force,
I
maybe one of them
trust-
type of sitting there.
I don't trust the average person's discipline to eat greens consistently for a month and then not wear deodorant. Like I don't trust the average person like that.
Yo, there's people that still don't wash their hands while using the washroom.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Even after COVID.
bro.
And someone and someone try to put it in your face, knowing they smell like brass
Listen to
and
me.
tartar.
I was working one day and someone went out.
You know,
to
like the
washroom.
brass instruments you played in middle school, that type of brass.
Yo, I was working on the day and I'm there washing my hands 20 seconds. I hear the sitting flush. I hear all that something that go on, and the person walked right by, and I'm like, my brain was like, wait, hold on. You don't even have to turn the sink on nowadays. You literally just extend your hand,
just put your
and the
hand
water is running.
And the water runs.
Sometimes I feel like them sinks are kind of racist because sometimes they don't want to turn on my skin.
Yo.
But
Yo,
I still did make the decision to go wash my hand, and I'm going to wash my hand.
You're onto something.
Wow.
I'm going to wash my hand.
Wow.
And that these people they walk out.
Nah, it's
And
a
I'm just
shot.
like, hold on.
How you do a 2 and then walk out though? That's crazy.
2, as in like 2 drops and then out.
No.
You deserve jail time. Jail time.
No.
You did a number, yo, bro.
Someone does a number 2 and just walks out. Like, pull their pants up. You don't even know if they... I assume that person doesn't wipe. They just go, hey, whatever.
There's actually somebody who said that on the internet the other day.
My gosh.
Somebody
I
on the
can't-
internet, she was like, animals don't wipe.
Yeah.
Why should I? That's what your rectus is for.
See, now if I say the certain skin color on this, you know...
I'm the problem.
I'm the problem. Yes.
But we're not gonna do it because I remember hearing this and I'm just like, yo,
See? Typical.
the amount of things I've seen on like the internet and people try to use science to like make it sound like it's okay
To justify it.
and it's not okay.
It's not okay. Like, knock it off.
I deserve a kill. Lying kills. It's a circle of life. It's like, sir,
That's not how that works.
sir.
It's like the Liver King I explained like a pod ago. You're not gonna just eat raw liver and just...
You're not gonna eat raw liver
Stop it.
and try to hunt like a what is it? The Neanderthals?
Like, yes.
What do you think is Castaway? You took Castaway a little too seriously.
Like, he was eating fish.
What, Wilson? You think you had Wilson there?
Like,
Like how you going anyway? And that's how that guy got caught. The guy got caught up. He got caught up.
the guy's doing the poke needle.
The steroids them something.
Oh, not heroin. Like muscle enhancers, you know.
Oh.
You know, like when you go to your local gym and your eye just happened to catch the trash bin and then you start looking, you're like, oh, why is there needles in there? Oh, shoot.
And this is the thing, it throws me off because
No wonder your back's pimpled.
it threw me off nowadays because it's like we just been through a pandemic where they were telling you guys to wash your hands. You've been hearing that for the past 2 years, and you still don't wash your hands.
Still don't wash your hands.
It's like,
It's like a struggle.
I feel like it's sad.
feel-
You know what it is? I feel sad that some people do not read history.
Oh, okay.
Because history taught us that simply not having hygienic practices cause a lot of diseases to be spread.
Like the super,
Simple ones.
like the, what's it called? The bed bugs in France right now. All over France.
yo,
A whole country, it's all over.
yo.
Yo, it's very sad. That is
Yo.
very sad. It's the fact that they're coming out in the daytime.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yo.
For those that don't know, once you see them in the daytime just chilling, like, hey, neighbor,
Infestation.
you gotta throw your whole bed away.
Infestation.
You gotta throw your
Everything
bed head
you
away.
just wore today.
Everything you wore, you gotta throw it out.
Yo,
Backpacks,
that is-
t-shirts,
that is
pants.
madness.
Don't even enter your house.
You can't even, no. Yeah, you can't.
Throw
enter
the
your house.
salt and take it off one time and burn it at the doorstep. Like,
Cause heat kills it.
like
Heat kills them. But
I'm just saying, like, ugh.
Girl said,
Just take it. You know, like, and honestly, I feel
you
like
have to,
for France, the cops need to just understand and just nod their head and keep it moving if they see people for indecent undressing, because
Paris Fashion Week is like right there.
yeah,
Like-
so yeah, jeez, man.
Okay, just walking there and that's like Bobby Brown when he was dancing and the crack fell out his pocket.
That's
Remember that we was dancing to whoop, down back. The man said, the man grabbed it. Well, mid dance move, yo.
that is
and you know what's crazy is the fact that there was this TikToker that was talking about Paris
How it's not
and
as
how
what it
he was
seems.
like, yeah, it's not what it seems, but he would make all these elaborate things, and it's like people were like, oh, you're just saying, like, you're just making jokes and whatever. And then really when it came to be national like news that the bed bug crisis that's happening in Paris, and it's like, no, Paris is really the ghetto. Like,
no, like
okay.
Yo, this has been a weird week of things I've been seeing. Like, even on TikTok, there's I'm not gonna say which country or which Caribbean culture or country it came from, because I don't like
Oh, okay.
companies and places being bullied.
Sure.
But there's a woman
Got it.
that had like a crab shack where people were making crabs,
Gotcha.
okay.
and she sells her crabs and fries them and whatever, eat crabs. They found her. It's like, where, you know how when you see street vendors, you wonder where did they go use the washroom? Something that was a question I never thought of until I heard it before when someone said, "Yo, where do these vendors go use the washroom?
Right.
Because sometimes you just don't know where these street vendors go to use the washroom.
Right.
Some places I trust because I know there's a store right there.
Right.
And whatever they go, wash their hands, maybe in the store, stuff like that. Like, I'll trust vendors on Orpheus Road because they have multiple places they can go wash their hands, clean up if they need to, whatever.
Right, yeah.
Because, yeah, I would just assume so. And plus, if you work there and it's like, yo, the hot dog man, can I use your washroom? Sure. I'm going to come and get a hot dog later.
Right.
You know, Orpheus Road, one of the places that, you know, there's no AO policy when you get hot dogs there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a AO free
It's a safe, it's a AO free zone, right?
Craziest thing ever since I heard the glizzy. But anyway,
So
Glizzy is a very strange name.
it's a very strange thing. I cannot
So,
get over it.
long story short, there's footage that someone recorded her taking a dump in our bush and didn't wash her hands.
Jeez, man.
And came back to shack up the.
I'm not sure if that's what she did, allegedly. But because of that, everybody in that place, tourists, everybody that's been there, is like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like, it comes to think about it, it's like, we're in a weird generation now, guys. Don't get sick. These doctors that are studying to become doctors are cheating on tests.
Oh.
That's a whole thing. I heard that one. OMG. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It was the fact that they had to recall all these people who got their tests. They just recently did their tests. They submitted, and they had to recall all those tests.
Recall them.
And submit them again.
Give it back.
Yeah. And then to find out it wasn't just that like series of tests, they had to call back a whole semester.
They have to go right back
And redo it.
I think we had a pod. We talked about it before. We didn't put on an episode, but I remember this being a
bunch of nurses that didn't get the right license.
Yeah. They were paying for their certificate.
For the fake thing.
See again, and they were getting fired for not having the actual valid certification. But I feel like this, if their transcript shows that everybody they've had has been good, just tell them to go get the test, write it out, and then keep their job.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's tough because it's their due diligence. Like,
but if they were self-studying, because you're allowed to self-study, right? If they self-studied and they can show and prove that they know the knowledge and they have it down packed, they just never went to an institution to learn, but they know it and they show it and they carry it out through all the tests. They know protocols.
The problem is like, I think the institution stuff, as you know, brainwashing and crazy as it is, like it brings some type of certification that, okay, this person went through whatever he went through. I trust that individual. That might not be the case for everything, but like, I think that's why they do it. You know what I mean?
But I don't trust that.
Wait, so you're saying I don't have to drive a taxi? You're saying
I'm saying that the test you have to drive. You have to drive, no matter what. Like, you write the test where it says, okay, do you know the signs? Do you know the rules of the road?
Oh no,
right?
You didn't catch my joke. I'm saying if I came from a country and I'm a doctor.
Yes.
And then, because things may be different in the countries.
Right.
You're saying as long as they have like experience,
and
they just retest here.
And retest here.
Like almost like a fast track.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, bam.
Yeah, if you could demonstrate the skills in a test, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying the test here should be like, oh, just written test.
Right.
No, you should actually be able to perform and demonstrate the skills. Like, if you're a taxi driver back home, wherever back home is outside of Canada.
No, taxi driver here now. No, that's what I meant.
Yes, taxi driver here.
But you used to be.
But you had experience in another country.
Right.
But you were coming here and you want to do taxi driving here, as an example. If you can demonstrate that you understand the rules of the road.
Right.
Here. Yes, you may know them there, but you need to know them here now.
Right.
Demonstrate that you know the rules of the road and you know what the permits, vehicle, this, that, and the third licensing processes. You can demonstrate and show that, and you can drive according to the rules of this road.
Which I don't even know if there is rules, but go.
Then yes.
But go ahead.
I don't think you should have to go back another 2 years to learn
Like, go
to
from-
then do the certification. No, I feel like you should come and do the certification.
Right.
I think there still should be some type of like check on like what do you know? You might know how to drive straight, but do you know how to make a left turn and right turn? Like I understand, like
But
yes,
that's a part of the test.
I guess
That would be a part of it. Like if, for example,
but that test has to be like changed every time
yeah,
because
well, yeah.
because I don't want it to be like, oh, you just have to make this turn.
Yes.
Oh, don't do your driver's license here. Go over there because
Yeah.
all you have to do is this.
yes.
That.
But then that's
that
the
does
due
happen.
diligence in the actual certification place.
Right.
So it's on them.
Yeah, you should be having a different test to demonstrate the people's skills.
But that's the biggest problem now because that becomes another problem because someone will be like, yo, I'm not going to hire from this place because they only know this and they don't test everything else.
Oh, like they don't.
You see how it becomes, I wish there was like a unified test for everything.
For standardization.
But I don't know if there's like really
But there is a standardization.
I guess.
Which, like, if you go with the car analogy, it explains why a certain place has a high ass insurance, and other places they don't have. You know,
Yeah.
people evading tests, people going like, "Oh, let's just drive around the block 8 times in a row,
Yeah.
kill
Like-
the time."
Sometimes you have
Like,
a day
for
when
example-
the man's like, I don't want to.
If you're a doctor, you should know what type of doctor you are. You can't fake the funk on that. If you were a surgeon back home for a specialization in cardiovascular,
Okay.
you can't come here and say, oh, now I do neurological, whatever the case is. No! You cardiovascular. Stay in your lane. Like, what? Do your test.
I guess. It makes sense. It makes sense, but you know, there's some people that just, no, I want a versatility. Give me that brain or give me that heart.
A
Give me
general
that-
Like, give me
practitioner.
not everybody have that experience. That's the part that scares me. And that's why I need to be more healthier as an individual.
But then I would feel
The day
like,
after, I'm feeling it the day after Thanksgiving now. Like, man, why did I do this to myself?
I feel like that's because there's not enough.
Get some Dettol.
There's not enough general practitioners who actually know a long list of general spaces in medicine to be able to test other people to say yes or no.
But if you have 1 million people coming in, how come none of them are skilled?
You think that's my problem? That's above my pay grade.
That's. But Justin said it's above his too. But he's federal. But how could it be above? I don't get it.
He should actually know that more than anything.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know.
Canada's structure, yo.
But the young people are fleeing.
But what? You know what? Wouldn't you?
I mean, almost.
Yo,
Almost.
and this one little thing I gotta realize. You sent this on CTV News how much it costs to raise a child in Canada based on household income.
And this is from 0 to 18, I believe.
Yeah, this one is the one I have so far right here, 0 to 17,
Yes.
is 238,000.
Yes.
I'll say 239 to round it up for lower income, 293 for medium income,
Whoa, that just.
400
Which basically doubles.
400,000 for higher income households.
Which averages out to be about 13,000 per year. You are spending about 13,000 per year on a child.
Let me see for higher income,
So
400,000.
for those that like to breed out there,
400.
man.
Which is minimum wage when you think of it.
Well, yeah, so 400,000. I just put just 400,000
Yeah,
divided by 17. That's like 24,000
Yeah, so it's like minimum wage. Damn. So it's. You might as well.
spending-
a year.
You might as well tell them to go to work. Can you work at like when you're 12? Or just say you're 15.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't it make sense now when parents are like that to their kids?
Yeah, I mean,
Can you go to work and pay for yourself?
that was the survival of the fittest. I wanted to, when I was younger, I wanted to go to work, man. I wanted to go to work.
All those years.
I want my own money. It's like, you have McDonald's money? You know what? Matter of fact, I do.
You know?
I wanted to work so much. You know what I mean?
Then you realize
This sucks.
Yo,
it's
bro.
working.
That first 2-week check, and when you worked hard the 1 week, but you're not getting paid to the week after. Whoo.
I know some people that they had a goal of like buying a video game system. It's like, I'm just gonna work till I get this system, and then when I get it, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this job. My goal is done. I got my PlayStation or my Xbox.
And then man, there's some rough times when you realize taxes. Taxes.
They take way too much.
And responsibilities.
And they want to throw in another carbon one. Why? I don't own landmass. I don't have a building that occupies a landmass that manufactures things. And to manufacture something, you need to burn energy, right? And when you burn energy, right, the smoke goes up in the atmosphere, right? Hold on, man, hold on. And then when that goes in the atmosphere, the ozone layer gets, apparently there's an ozone layer the size of Australia or something like that right now.
Oh, that's big.
It's like, well, you want to carbon tax me? I'm just one person. I'm just one person. I don't own manufacturing anything.
Well, my fellow Canadian, I will just here to say that you breathe carbon dioxide out of this world.
If he ever used that example.
You know, so as long as you breathe in this country,
you should pay.
my fellow Canadian, you should pay.
Oh.
That's a ballsy move if you ever did that. Like
You breathe carbon dioxide. This is your fault. Pay.
Wow.
Pay up. Now we got to get some damn trees going here because you guys want to breathe. All you guys want to breathe. No wonder I support. I'm joking. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway.
Well,
If he did that, that would be.
I was gonna say in other rants in Canadian affairs, Director X been getting all the rants about the latest
The Robynhood show.
Robynhood show.
Now, you know what?
This is a quick wrap up.
I'll just say a quick wrap. Say something
To
quick.
see the show though. Anything Director X, I love. But
It's on for those watching. I think it's on Global.
okay, nice.
Yeah, it's on Global.
Go
Yeah.
and Stack TV.
Stack TV. Yeah.
I saw the first episode. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm gonna say is, when Director X is like explaining the situation, like explaining it, like when he's it's just so funny how there's like you go on TikTok, it's like, can you believe, guys? They made Robin a black girl. Guys, I don't think come on, man. The society and things that we're dealing with now, like they're just stripping away masculinity and the things we do. They made Robin a black girl, man. Can't understand this, man. This is not the way things are supposed to be.
So, but that's the key.
It's the clenched
Hey,
fist.
what's next? What's next? A black Spider-Man? Oh my gosh, they have that too, man. We can't have anything for ourselves.
But
You're changing this. You're putting in this. I have had it. I've had it. Leave our stuff alone. 1 star. And that's basically what's happening. He's been 1 star on his reviews and all that stuff.
Really? People are now
They're trying to bomb his stuff, but
review bombing.
so he spoke about it.
Yes,
he
he
spoke about
did.
it, and what made me laugh about it is just it's like the Caribbean or Toronto-ness just kicked in when he kissed his teeth the one time.
Yo, that was enough.
You could tell he was being professional, but then when he kissed his teeth, you know he's fed up. He's fed up. And it's just a weird world. It's a weird world.
Way too emotional.
It's a weird world. It's a weird world. And I don't know.
But,
I don't know. I've been too busy to even.
It's not even spelled the same either. It could
Yeah,
be
it's
like
not spelled the same. But even then, it's still based on the folklore of Robynhood.
But it's my European story.
I didn't even know if it was European.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Like,
I don't even know if it being European either.
Let us know in the comments.
I'm gonna say folk. That's why I said folklore.
Folklore, yeah.
Don't know, but I haven't seen the show. However, the upset that I seen in that video from Director X was definitely shell shocking. First off, the critics mainly were English. That took me out.
Oh.
That was the part that took me out. I don't think I heard an actual Canadian. What does a Canadian look like or sound like? But
That's, wow.
I don't know, eh?
Canadian, right? I didn't hear them give a review.
You're saying English, like from.
Yeah, they sound British. Like, whereabouts of the King's Island? I don't know. But
Oh, you gotta say Kings Island now.
Yeah.
It's that transition still.
Yeah, right. Still
Okay.
one, but But yeah, it was just okay. One, they were making fun of the actual characters and the casting and who was hired, and the other one being like, as James was talking about, the traditionalism that was being upheld. But every time I think of Robin Hood in the past, like, I always think it's always a comedy. They always make Robin Hood to be some type of foolish guy.
They didn't even understand. They didn't even understand the musical aspect of like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Like Robin Hood didn't have music, which is weird. But
because even like he is in Shrek.
Yeah. Yes.
Robin Hood and the Merry Men.
but here's my thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I don't like. And maybe I'm contradicting myself. I'm not too sure. But like, I can understand the Robin Hood change. There's nothing wrong with the Robin Hood change. But one change that did bother me was Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. That change, I don't know if I can let go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Lobster the crab. That's just.
And then Honda the Sea, the Under the Sea. I don't think I can. So maybe I'm wrong for thinking a certain way about it. But I think, you know,
Hey man, just watch the season.
DirectX pinpoint everything and state his point, and now these people are trying to do everything to not get people to watch it. But I think people should watch it and support it still.
I don't
Yeah,
see
because
people.
it's Canadian.
I don't see people like me being the
Only
lead
because
character.
because it's a good show. It's like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like, okay, me saying it's Canadian, I feel like the Canadian pride should definitely come in the sense that we know how to make TV, first off.
Right. Yeah.
And second off, especially urban shows that are current.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
the.
Canadian director. I don't think it's like based in Toronto.
But
Like
that's
the
what I
way
mean,
it was,
urban
yeah.
shows that
But
are
like.
current. Because a lot of the urban shows that they provide, and when I say urban, I'm saying
Black.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Right? They usually have historic, right? Like Porter the other day.
What's over there? You don't like.
Porter was
you like
was an urban show.
Porter.
Porter, and it's a historical one. It's it's the story about, I think, the Black Battalion that fought in the war.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
The only Canadian show I remember was That's Black, Lot of Mercy.
Yo.
That was years ago,
That is some. That's very Toronto insight.
Kink in My Hair.
Kink in my hair. Yeah.
which is also years ago. This was what, like 2015,
wow.
Rap City. I don't know if that was Black
Nah,
or
that was
Rap
like-
City.
That was like way back.
2005.
Kink in my hair. That was.
2004, 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was way
So
back.
That's still in
years
Toronto
ago.
when that came out.
Right? But then Rap City doesn't count because that's American.
No, Rap City's Canadian.
See, okay.
They have two different Rap Cities.
So yeah, there's
Oh.
like Big Tigger in the Booth, Rap City, BET, and then there's like Rap City up here.
Much music.
Much Music, Rap City.
Who was Rap City up here?
Mr. T. Mr. T.
Yes.
Rap City. Rap City.
Mr. T,
City.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
And then
how
after
long
when,
ago was that?
That was
Jeez,
a
yo.
while. That was a while.
So that's what I'm
Z's,
saying.
Z's took me down memory lane. Damn, that was like,
How long ago? So like urban TV shows.
that was, and
Current.
yeah.
There may be some that I just don't have my brain.
I don't
Wrapped
know.
around? That is especially on Global or CBC. That I have to put on as well. Not historical, fictional, current, relatable to current times.
CBC Gem's been putting a little bit more of those shows out on CBC Gems, but like I don't know anything off the top of my brain, and so I can't really.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's necessary.
It's really the only one right now. Now I'm thinking about it.
That's
Otherwise,
basically-
everything else like you views in the States really.
I feel like Toronto we can probably do more like Money and Violence type web series.
Take advantage of Tubi.
Life of the Dot.
There's some special stuff happening
Push.
on Tubi.
This is another one. But yeah, like we could do some nice Toronto web series if everybody could just work together and not, you know. We saw the downfall of Money and Violence. right?
Honestly,
So-
I don't think that we don't work together. I think we do work together. It's just the money's not here to be given.
I mean,
I take that. No, let me rephrase that. The money is here. However, it's only going to 5 to 10% of the creatives that are in the pool that are available here.
I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know about where that money goes. I wish I knew, but
one of your ideas you told me earlier in the year. Do that on Tubi. And I think one of your ideas was like I don't want to say what type of idea you're doing, but you should consider Tubi as an option.
I'll think about it.
Because
Tubi had some crazy. Tubi had some crazy.
Because I'm telling you guys right now, watching Tubi,
there's some crazy movies, but
like yes, it's low budget, but slowly.
Very.
I can see the rising. Once you're gonna start seeing good stuff, you're gonna be like, hold on.
I see a clip with what's his name, Mad Max. Mad Max, he was like in a movie and he's like put the gun onto the man. This guy's who tell you if you shoot, and then he just but the box was like powerful.
Oh,
it was doof, like sound of like hit box, but it was funny though. It was everything.
No, Tubi's intense because I just remember that one clip where the lady, she's at the door talking to, I guess, her ex, and she's straight from jail, and she's just like, baby, I'm home, let's make her family. And he's like, what are you doing here? Like, you can't be here. And then his current wife shows up to the door, and she's like, oh. And she's like, babes, who's your friend? Who's your guest? And he's like, can't talk about this right now. And she's like, oh. And then a little girl runs in, and she's like, Daddy.
Oh, wow.
And then she's just like, oh, okay. And then she's just like, oh, that's how it's going to be? You didn't wait for me? And she pulls out a gun, and she shoots the guy. And the lady's like, ah! And then she shoots her. Ah! And then you see the screenshot that's panned in on the girl's face, and she's like so sad and so scared. And she shoots her, and you hear, but it's the way the pow, pow, pow goes. And it's just the firecracker of like gunshots.
Yo,
and you see everybody just drop to the ground.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
I think I know what movie you're talking about.
Some African movies were wild. I remember I watched some African movies and I'm like, what is this? I remember there's one called Blood Sisters.
Yes.
That was the first African movie I ever seen.
Yes.
And I always remember the hanging scene because the girl killed the other sister or whatever. And she's hanging. But like she's not really hanging, she's just and her eyes looking around while the camera's going, cameras are just like looking like on the same and she's just twirling. It looked like I'm just like, what?
Not do you see me? I am deading.
After that I said, yo, I like the effort though. I like it. It's
but to bring it back, yes, there's only one urban show like on Global.
But I mean, if they were like a big fish in a small pool on Tubi, yeah, that would make sense. They could be that.
I would just say give it time. Give it time. I feel like there's going to be a lot of creatives that's going to try to tap in and just do what they do. You know what I mean?
So for those listening, if you can't get your thing on Global, CBC, Omni, look into Tubi or YouTube.
Great, Issa Rae.
See?
Made her start off.
Issa Rae did it on YouTube. Didn't matter, and then gradually it started to look better and everything, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yo, this is nice. This is your demo reel. This is nice. All right, HBO. Here's some money."
I knew about Issa Rae's thing, but for me it was Money and Violence. Man, Money and Violence was a good series.
I really don't know this show at all.
Money and Violence was a good series, and I think I don't know if it was the money. I don't know if it was things. Allegedly, they said it was Nunu Nails. I'm hearing all these things, but like, yo. That was a good series. That was a good show. Respect Life was good too, but the creator passed away.
Oh, sure.
Condolences. But like, yo, there was, I don't know, man.
With Money and Violence too, like the filming style, right?
They started low budget.
Like low.
And then they got some money. And
I like how they did it rogue. Like if you need a shot where like
the irony.
Like if you need a shot of the city to establish like the next shot, they'll do it rogue. They'll just be like, okay.
Yeah, it looks like they did it right there
like
there on the spot, and it looked like it was recent.
Yeah.
So if it was snowing here, it was like snowing on the scene.
Which made it added to like the realistic.
Gotcha.
You guys know what I'm trying to say.
It was good times. It was good times. That was some good times in that show. I remember even when they got the Jamaicans in, it was hilarious. Observe. Because sometimes you hear Americans that are Jamaicans.
Yes.
Or Jamaicans that been in America long. It's like, nah, but I can't do that. Yo,
Oh, okay.
Well, go on. B.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me nothing, son.
Oh,
Like it's still like it's
It's a
mix.
that delay.
But it's great though. It was
If you
great.
guys listen to Busta Rhymes, he kind of low key does that too. He'll go,
That's
he'll mix it in.
But let's wrap this up. You guys have anything to plug? Why?
Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. American listeners, happy Columbus. Wait, whoa. Never mind. Whoa. Happy Thanksgiving.
You guys have anything to plug?
Whoa.
SG?
I must have the wrong holiday. No problem.
Not you taking it back.
Whoa.
You got anything to plug or promote?
Shout out to everybody who went to Toronto. Sorry, not Toronto. Who went to Miami Carnival and enjoyed themselves. I've been seeing my Instagram feed going crazy with all the carnival costumes, the booty bouncing, and the liquor. I seen it swaying. I seen it. I was there with you in spirit. Wow. But other than that, what else? Stay safe. And you can follow me on Instagram at TheNerdZ, TheNerdZZ. You can follow my photography page at ZZZ.studioto, ZZZ.studioto. And make sure you stay in my stories for my personal page, because I'm going to be throwing something pretty soon. So,
oh, shit, okay.
Stay tuned. Okay.
Yeah, once again, hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. The other holiday in the States, I'm gonna just say happy,
just a normal day. Yeah.
It's a holiday, but I don't want to say that person's name. But, Delnijiro, DELNIJIRO, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. No, I'm not Ethiopian, or Eritrean, or Somalian, and no, I'm not Earl Sweatshirt. But shout out to everybody there. Shout out to y'all. And stay safe, man.
Hi. You can follow me, Jay Hunterville, on Instagram, Twitch. I'm gonna get back on Twitch. Why? Because I finally got my PS5.
Hey.
So I finally got it. I got it yesterday.
You had to do bare downloads.
Yo, I had to leave it on for like 12 hours just to like copy from one thing to the next. But I already seen the improvement in like my games. The games don't even take less than a minute to load.
That's crazy. But why did it take 12 hours to like? Because
I had to transfer all my PS4 stuff to the PS5. And like, it just, I had to do Wi-Fi, connect the two together.
Oh.
It wasn't like wired line to line. If it was line to line, maybe different. But like I did it.
Nah. I can't wait for the day when all you gotta do is put it right beside each other, and just done.
Some of it works. Some phones they already do that, but I don't know.
I mean, iPhone got that recently, but BlackBerry did it. But anyways,
yeah, it's
BlackBerry had that like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's been. I'm gonna go back into streaming. I might go back to them horror games again.
Oh dear.
That I'm telling you, do your shorts. I'm telling you, it'll go pop up.
I might go do back that again, and then when UFC comes out, that's when you're gonna see like me on UFC for sure.
Okay.
So, I'm here. I've been super busy though. So now I guess things is getting back to normal. So we'll see how it goes. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, complaints, send to askthevent@gmail.com. Compliments. We like those. Send them at gmail.com. We're on all streaming platforms. If we're not, let us know. Collabs and connections, sponsors, we're available to that. And yeah, we're gonna for sure, we're going to try to do some more connections. That's one thing we're going to start tying into. But don't worry, we're not going to say much. You'll just find out. And this is The Vent. Thank you guys for watching, and we out. Peace.